Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Hour with the Elders on 24/7 Grind podcast. Thank you for being with us in the 24/7 Grind on another dope segment, Hour with the Elders, where we bridge the gap of information, experience, and wisdom, dropping those gems and jewels for those who are committed to making a difference in their communities. Take it away, Mr. General.
I think we have liftoff, y'all.
We're holding a second line parade for this
Better
one.
late than never.
Man, it took me a minute to figure it out. I'm doing okay. How y'all doing?
We're
Yes,
glad
sir.
to find
Yes,
Wonderful. Timing was impeccable.
Before we go any further, could you pronounce your name, please?
My name is pronounced with a Namdi.
I got it right.
All right, Mom, you got it right. You heard me. So on this podcast, we just gonna give say it one more time.
Namdi.
We just want to give Mr. Namdi big ups because this is his topic. I seen him on a video that he posted. So you know I have right in his inbox. We set it up and we are good to go. So I have a video that's queued up. But I want you to introduce yourself to the people. Could you do that, Mr. Namdi?
Yes, sir. As you already know, my name is Namdi. I'm from Nigeria, originally from the southeast. I know a lot of you guys probably don't know Nigeria very well. But Nigeria has the major trade tribes, north, west, and the east. So I'm from the eastern part of the Nigeria. The people that have the crude oil that Nigeria is living on. Yeah, I came to America 2014. And I've been in America since then. I was living in Virginia before I moved down to Dallas a couple months ago. So this is where I reside. Oh, I'm a father of a son and the adopted son also. So pretty much I got 2 kids that I took care of. I'm taking care of.
Yes, sir. So from your accounts, right? You know we from America, you know what I'm saying? And all of us are from New Orleans and the surrounding areas, right? Could you give us, in your opinion, your accounts on growing up in you said Nigeria, right?
Nigeria, yeah.
Yes, sir. Could you take us through your childhood and your upbringing through Nigeria?
Yeah. So I mean, Nigeria is a very difficult country. We're supposed to be a rich country, but based on the resources we have, but there is just so much corruption. So I'm a my father and my mom have us 8. I have we 8 siblings, 4 boys and 3 girls. But right now, currently, 2 of them are late, so it's 6 of us left. My dad died when I was in middle school. Um, since then it just has been a hustle. I've been the last time I lived with my mom probably like when I was in primary school, elementary school. We call it primary school in Nigeria, in Africa. So since then, it has been I have been doing from one state to a different state. I grew up with my uncle, my late uncle. He's late too now. My dad's younger brother. You know. It's difficult growing in Nigeria when your parents don't have money because you just have to do everything for yourself unless your parents is here. It was difficult for my mom when my dad died. So my uncle took me, but I mean I'm happy I'm here. I'm trying to put past behind because it's just a lot of stuff, that I mean. But it's good. It's good though. Growing up, I can't really say say much bad thing about it. The only thing is I never benefited from Nigerian government. Um, I don't think my parents have either. So yeah, but everything I did on my own. Coming here and all that stuff, that has been doing everything. My son, actually, my son is in Nigeria. He was 3 months old when I left Nigeria. I wasn't expecting to have a kid at the time, but it just happened. I wasn't even in a relationship. It's just one of those things like when you're not looking for something, something happens. So
I wasn't expecting to have kids either. Nah, I don't even think they know the extension of who their daddy is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So now,
Wow.
I want to take this time to hold a moment of silence for your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been taking care of my son, my mom, like in Africa, because here is a lot more different. Because here, even though your kids don't take care of you, you're able to get social security money and all that stuff to help yourself. In Africa, it's not like that. So basically, our parents, once they train their kids finish, by the time they old, they're not able to do it no more. We turn around and start taking care of them. So we provide for them. So right now, I'm a provider to my mom and and my son. So I make sure she got everything she need. So
So
I,
now,
I was going to ask that. I was going to ask about the elders and the differences in how the elders are taken care of versus the United States
yeah.
and different cultures.
Yeah, it is in our culture to that when you grow, you start taking care of your parents. Unless your parents is very wealthy and they have everything they need, you don't need to do that. But if they're not wealthy, it's always every true child responsible to take care of their parents. Make sure they're okay, provide everything they need.
Isn't it an automatic thing that y'all send money back home to your village
Yes, we do. We do. So like,
to build land and stuff out there?
yes. Some of us, it's a lot of us that don't pretty much don't want to go back home.
Right.
But it's a lot of us like believe in the traditional. Like me, I'm more traditional person. So I would like to take back to Nigeria whenever I'm old and die. I would like to go bury back there. So um, yeah, and in order for them to do that, I have to have my own house because I know here they have burial ground there too, but most of the times when you have your own house, they
Right.
bury you in your compound.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
So do Nigerian men bend down on one knee to propose?
yes, they
Okay.
do, but they do so, but
wait. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Yeah, yeah, I know
Gonna get there.
that's a big topic.
Now,
That's a big topic. That's
wait,
a
we
big
gonna get there.
topic.
Nami, tell us some of the different, like you just told us some of the differences, but you yourself adapting to when you first moved over here. Could you take us to your adaptation of America and what was the hardest thing for you to adapt to?
um, you know, because I've been hustling. I would say like here people, there's a lot of people in the street, but the street here and the street in Nigeria is different.
Uh-huh.
Some people that survive in the streets, yeah, if they go to Nigeria, they might not be able to survive based on how hard it is, but it's different house. I'm not going to say anyone is better than, but it's just the experience you get from it. So, because I've been hustling, like when I was in high school, I paid some of my high school school fees, because we pay fees over there. I will go and walk and do some like cut some grasses, and they pay me or make some ridge where people farm, and they get money. So, and then after that, I did a lot of hustling in the street that gave me that I developed this kind of adaptation in every situation I find myself. So when I came here, it was easy. When I came here, the way I came is kind of I came as an immigrant, you know. And then the night the immigration drop or they dump us in the street of California, I don't have nobody, I don't have family here, just I don't have anywhere to go. But I did what a young guy is supposed to do to survive and start off my life. So at the time when I don't have a work permit to work, I used to look for job under the table, work up very early in the morning, go stand in the street like some Mexican used to stand to see if I get somebody pick me up. I did a lot of work at warehouse, like assembling furniture for people, and then they pay me under the table cash and stuff. So, I was going to clean grasses in people's compound, pack the
Get your
leaves
hustle
for,
on, Natty. You heard me? Get your hustle on.
I'm getting paid, So, it was easy for me, it was easy. Because I'm used to not just trying to be, I'm used to getting dirty to do anything to get, not anything like, but just any legit thing to get money. I'm used to it. So if my thing is just getting it, knowing where to go, who to meet, how to get it. That is what I was looking at the time, just making the right contact. But it worked out for me good.
So I looked a little in your background. You were a model. You were an MMA fighter. What else have you done, Natty?
Yeah. So during the time of the time I wasn't working, just find a lot of stuff to keep myself out of thinking so much, because in Nigeria I was doing modeling too. I did TV commercial they call Last of Seasoning back then in Nigeria. I was paid and advertised TV commercial. And then I used to do a bouncer. I follow a lot of artists in Nigeria to go shows and stuff. I was doing event security in Nigeria and all that stuff. So when I came here, and I did boxing in Nigeria, I was going to fight more, but in Nigeria, it's a lot more.
You got them hands, Natty?
It's a lot more different in Nigeria. So when I came down here, I just looked for I joined a mixed martial arts gym, start training and and then doing my workouts. I was doing physique competition. I was competing for grappling and all that stuff, and then trying to hustle and survive. And then I look for the agent in it was in the Newport News for modeling and stuff, and they signed contract with them. They were taking me to different locations to do some shows. It wasn't easy because at the time they told me that I'm not supposed to be in Virginia based on how good they think I was at the time. Mm-hmm. They were advising me to move to Cali or New York. But at this time I'm in a relationship, so I can just move like that.
Well, I was going to ask why you were in this vein of the MMA when we were fighting. Share with our audience who is maybe the discipline, the diet, the depths you had to go through physically and mentally, and maybe spiritually before a fight. I mean, let us know what it takes to succeed in certain arenas, because a lot of people may have a goal in mind, not so much as that one, but you had some things that you want to share on what makes it successful.
To me, I think it's the confidence you have in yourself. If you really believe in yourself, that you can do it. Sometimes it's a lot of stuff that you want to go into, and then you might talk to one of your friend or family member. They're trying to discourage you. If you listen to them, you will not be able to do those things. But when you have self-belief and trust that you can do it, when you get in there in the ring, I think nothing anybody's telling you. To me, just that self-confidence.
And that's what got you here to America, right there, right there.
If I tell you how I got to America, you will say this man is a strong man. Yeah.
Nandi, Nandi, let me ask you this question. Um, being from Nigeria, raised over there, and now living here in America, what do you think are the major differences between the two as far as being raised African and being raised Black here in America?
Um, the difference is the difference being raised here is to me, I always say that I know if I was raised here, maybe I probably would be a superstar right now. I don't know. Because by the time I got here, I'm not young anymore. I'm already in my late 20s. So, but in Nigeria, there's a lot of people that have potential, but because of lack of opportunity to develop, it's difficult. So I think here is a lot more easy because the reason why I say it's a lot more easy because of the opportunity that we all have here, because I'm going to include myself now, we all have here in America. Those opportunities, you never have it in Nigeria. If you go to Nigeria, you will see people that a graduate that have masters and stuff, but they're getting paid like $100 a month. And these people are supposed to take care of girlfriend or a wife or a family if they have one, but they can, they're managing it because they grow there, they know how to rationalize the money. But if you bring the idea and the knowledge they have here, they will make a lot more, So it is easy here than Nigeria, I would say.
Nandi, do you see a great difference in the crime rate in Nigeria from the United States?
The crime rates.
It's going down here, Nadi. It's going down there.
The difference of the crime is here, in Nigeria, we're not allowed to have gun and stuff. If they caught you with a gun, they will arrest you and then maybe call you a criminal or something. But most killing that going on in Nigeria are probably like the uniform people that committing the crime and stuff. They commit a lot. I'm not saying there's individual commit crime too, because there's crime everywhere, but it's not like you cannot see two people just have issue or argue or fight. They're looking to kill each other. It is not happening. We can get on the backside and fight and beat you up. After that, go my way, go your way. Nobody looking for nobody to, it just
Right. All y'all could jump one person, right?
Now it look like he be standing on business, you heard me?
Yeah, so
now it look like he be standing on business, you heard me? I don't want to mess with you, Nadi.
Yeah,
but so let me ask you this. Nadi, this is a personal question. You don't have the answer, right? You could opt out the answer. You say you got an old lady, right? You got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah. Are
you having this discussion because you thinking about proposing, but you have a problem? All right, okay.
Don't answer him. Don't answer
Okay,
him.
let me ask you this. Now you can opt out this question, Nadi, right? But are you having trouble getting on one knee?
No, really, but to me, I feel like if I'm going to propose, the women is gonna kneel down to take it. But that's my own opinion. If I propose, she gotta kneel to accept it.
You don't have to get on one knee though, Nadi. You can
Yes, you do. Don't listen to him.
No, I gotta stand. I will stand,
Yes, you
but
do.
I'm not trying to propose right now. But I have a girlfriend that I've been trying to we have
all right, nah.
and
All
stuff,
right,
but
go ahead, Nadi.
but yeah, she expecting me to propose, but I want something different.
Let me tell you how to do it.
We have not agreed on that.
Let me tell you how to do it, Nadi.
You got the DM that one, son.
You walk up to her, you heard me, with some roses, you be like, come here, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I love you, girl, for the rest of our life. Now marry me. And then you just pull out the ring, and then boom, she gonna start crying, balloons, you know what I'm saying? Air bubbles, everything. Now I'm telling you, you ain't gotta get on one knee.
Right.
My husband and I were sitting in a Pizza Hut restaurant and talking, and I was throwing cheese. And he said, will you marry me? And I asked him, are you going to show up at the church? And he said, yes. So we met in January and got married that April.
Okay. All right, hold up.
And we've been married for 38 years.
All right, let me ask you something, Miss Reggie, right? Because it's a lot going around about I'm not going to eat that Red Lobster. I'm not going to eat at Cheesecake Factory. I'm not going to whoop, right? Back in the Jeep, right? Did y'all have a problem with where y'all went on a date at? You heard me?
Yes. I mean, but it's not so much as that we have to be. I didn't know he was going to propose. It wasn't a set up plan.
No. I'm just saying, like,
no.
Date.
Oh,
like,
what,
you know,
just
like,
dating?
the modern day women.
No, did you were you picky about where he took you?
Like, some of them won't go to Red Lobster. Some
No.
If you don't want to go to Red Lobster,
our first date
more than that. So
let me share this with you.
Just go out and eat and have fun with one another.
I met my husband on a blind date. I took him across the street from my favorite club to 99-cent hamburger, and I bought his meal.
That way.
Oh my.
99 cents. So if I started out at 99-cent hamburger, where we go now, he right on time. That's all I'm saying.
That same hamburger probably like $2.99. Now
it was the knockoff of the Big Mac, you know. That's for them after hour joints, you know.
Yeah, man. What about you? Did it matter back in the Jeep where y'all went on dates at?
No, not really. As long as we were together and we happy with one another. Shawnee's was one of our favorite places. We'd go to Houston and stuff like that, but it wasn't nothing all that you had to do.
And
when I got married, I came home to a dinner in my house, cooked with roses, and got on one knee. Yes, he did get on one knee, but we stayed together 13 years, and we was divorced after that.
You do not have to get on one knee, brother. I'm telling you, dog. You understand? It's all in how you choose.
It's romantic, though. It's beautiful. It's romantic.
It's just that's really man-made tradition.
Yeah, it's
not biblical. It's not biblical because God said that we should bow to nothing or no one but him, because to do so is idolatry.
That's why you're on one leg and not two.
You are making a God out of whatever you bow to if it is not Jesus Christ.
I agree with you.
Oh, Lord, she ain't gonna get on no knees on that woman.
Let's go, OG.
OG, you been married before?
Yeah.
I have.
Did you get down? Did you bow on one knee when you got married?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Me right here, me. Nowadays, let me tell you, nowadays, you hear me? I ain't bowing down to no nothing.
Get Yanni on this. Get Yanni on this.
He talking
on here so we can find out.
I've been married.
Don't listen to it.
11 years. We made 11 years this year, Nadi. You heard me? And it was a conversation. I was on the game, right? I just got out of jail. So I'm playing the game. And we talking. So I turn around, like, you want to get married? They were like, you serious? I'm like, don't worry about it. So look, she was like, you want to get married? I'm like, yeah. So we set the court date, like we went in front of the justice of the peace, you heard me? I ain't get on my knees, Nadi, you heard me? I ain't get on no knees, Nadi. You ain't gotta do all that, Nadi.
But everybody's not traditional, and little did I know our relationship. I mean, what we do is not traditional. So we started out being untraditional. It all depends on the couple. If you want to be traditional, quote unquote, according to what you see in society, or if you want to just be yourself, you never know what moment really are you really setting the stage up for just to be traditional, or are you gonna let it flow, and that you might be somewhere at a time and a moment hits you. Is that the moment? And you're not prepared with the ring and all of that, but you can still ask her. It ain't like you don't have the ring. So it all depends on you and the woman that you love and how y'all live.
All right, so let me ask you this, Miss Bridget, right? Does the size of the ring matter?
It didn't at the time.
No,
I'm saying when we first got
Miss
married.
Bridget.
I'm saying when we first got married, I still have my wedding band. I had a $70 wedding band from Zelle. So I didn't have a rock until after 20 years of marriage.
Wait, hold on.
Because we was
How
grinding the whole
much was
time.
$70 worth back then, though?
So,
Huh?
How much was $70 worth back then, though?
That's a lot of
this
money.
was 1986.
Oh, that's not. That's
So
not
question.
money. That's not
we
a
didn't
lot.
have any money. We didn't have any money, but it wasn't about the rock. He asked me, he put a wing on it. We did things that we needed to do. We took care of business. He put my name on everything. I put his name on everything. We took care of business. I'm about the business part of that. I ain't about the show part of that. I'm about the business part of that. Did he take care of business in the back office is the thing. Because people can that show and you ain't on no account. You ain't got no life insurance. You ain't got all of these things. And if the person dies, then both of y'all stuck out. So,
Right, you ain't got
he took care of business on that tip. That's the point. That now, see right here, that's the when you start using the brain. I don't care how you propose to me. Use the brain.
If you like it, then you should have put. Now, all right, look, we gonna get all right. So look, we got. I got a video queued up. You know what I'm saying? On they opinion of why men deal down on one knee. But before I put the video on, it's your topic, right? Do you have a problem with getting on one knee?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Why? Just like the other brother said.
Okay.
I feel like when you get on one knee, you're giving the leadership to the women, to the person you're proposing. You're not supposed to do that.
Wait.
You're making an idol out of it.
Is the woman supposed to bow to you?
Yep.
No.
That's what he sound like. That's what he sound like.
Set up. He's
No.
Wait, let Nada talk. Let Nada go ahead,
You're
Nada.
supposed to. As a man, you're not supposed to give leadership to a woman. When you're getting on your knee for a lady you're proposing, you're giving the mantle of the household to the lady. So, and it's not right. My opinion is not right.
Okay.
You're giving the
let
leadership.
me ask you this: does your fiance or your future fiance want you to bow on one knee? What does she want you to do? Or what is her request?
I mean, she.
Sounds like she does. Sounds like she does. So we got a class already.
No, but that is not going to happen. Though I'm not going to buy. She already know I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But she wants you to. So
is
we
he from
are
Nigeria?
Huh?
Is your fiance from Nigeria?
No, she from here.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
You better get on that leg.
She from here.
Oh Lord.
All right, wait. Let me ask this. Nadi, in your opinion, you heard me. What's the difference between American woman
Help him, Lord.
and Nigerian woman?
Help him, Lord.
You don't have to answer that question.
I don't really have any opinion on Nigeria because it just depends on. To me, just whoever that is good to me. It don't matter if he's Asian woman. It don't matter if he's Mexican. I'm just looking for somebody who, have what I'm looking for. Like we kind of a little bit. We're not going to be 100% compatible, but So since I've been here, I don't really like deal with Nigerian African women like that. But the only difference is that sometimes a lot of women here never travel, so they it's just like when you never go anywhere, you just stuck with one mentality, one kind of culture. You don't see things from others' perspective. So, but when you travel, when you go around and see different culture and experience it, there's things that they put on the table, put in your face, you immediately understand it and see. But if you never travel, you never see this culture, different cultures, it just like it look like the person is not making sense.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one thing we know for sure,
That
she
go for
hasn't
men
had
too
women
now.
traveling.
Nande.
But look, that go for men too now. That go
Now,
for
where's
men
your
too.
fiance from?
We need to get out more too. You know what
She
I'm
she
saying?
she from New Jersey, but she always choose her mother's side, Baltimore, Maryland. Um, she never choose her dad's side, which me and her used to
So
argue that I told that you gotta choose your dad's side because I
she
mean,
was raised in Baltimore with her mother.
she was going back and forth, live with dad and live with
Lord have
she
mercy,
choose her
Father Jesus
mom
Christ.
more, you
Whew.
know.
You got your hands full, sir.
Namde, Namde, let me ask you this question. You don't have to answer if you don't want it either. Okay, so with Nigerian women and women from the United States, are Nigerian women's like, that Eddie Murphy coming to America, hop on one leg when you guys ready to get married? Are they more submissive? Because I know, we got a little mouth on us.
Yeah, it's
All right, now, you don't have to answer that if you don't want. I'm gonna jump in and help you now. You ain't got to answer that. I'll throw that anytime, Nadi.
Hey, look,
Now look,
you have
I'm gonna
two
save you, Nadi. You
lifelines,
stay by the
Bobby.
bell. We got the video. You know what I'm saying?
one thing I would say is that you cannot really compare American women with Nigerian women, like trying to compare the behavior because in Nigeria you will see a lot of women that act the same way, just like the see here. But the only thing different is that here some women, it's not all of them. You will meet women who really is too challenging. Like when they salon in their mouth, they don't close it.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
You talking about the difference in American women and African women?
You still on that now? I'm trying to say you now. All right, look, the video. We got the video. This is their opinion. This is from Guardian TV. You heard me? This is their opinion on why men jump out the window and be nailing and all that. I don't agree neither, Nadi. I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, Nadi. I don't agree neither. You heard me? Look at him. He just got on one knee. Hold up. What you think about that, Nadi? Look at him. Look at it. What you think about that, Nadi? What's your opinion? You heard me?
It doesn't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Get him, OG.
It doesn't.
It truly looks as though he is telling her he's in submission to her.
Right.
He literally looks as though he is passing off authority.
That is exactly
All
right.
right, I'm gonna put it.
That's deep right there.
I'm gonna get serious. Right? To me, it's not really. It's not really giving up authority, but it's just what you said. It's passing authority. Like it's kind of like a rumor.
It's a transfer.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a rumor. Like I ain't tripping off no rumor because I know who I am. You see what I'm saying? So me getting on one knee, even though I didn't do it, I wouldn't have had no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who I am. And it's like that's not showing weakness. It's like OG said, but a little gangsterism to it. It's passing it. It's like, all right, I'm putting myself in the vulnerable position to ask you for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? Like it's really like in a way to I don't know, but like if you really look at it, it's like, okay, I'm a man, I'm me, you know what I'm saying? I stand on business, but at the same time, for you, I kneel and ask you for the rest of your life. Like that's kind of beautiful on some shit. I wouldn't do it.
So
I'm
he's
not gonna
showing
do
his
it. I ain't
vulnerable
do it.
side.
But
I
it is a different way to look at it. What you
I
doing,
see
no
what you're
G?
saying.
What,
I
no
see what
G?
you're
Go
saying.
ahead, no
He's
G.
saying, I see what you're saying. In that moment, you're saying, like Reggie just said, he's showing vulnerability.
Right.
But
But when I get
but
off that knee, I knock you upside the head. If you play. You see what I'm saying?
No, you're not.
I get
No, you're
that.
not.
No, I'm just
But when
saying.
we look
Like when
at
I
it,
get up off that knee, you see what I'm saying? I'm back. I just had
I
to
got
show you
you.
that for
But when
you,
we look
I'll
at it,
be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
when you
Come
look
here, baby.
at
Let
it
me kneel, boy.
from
I ain't kneel. Yes, sir. Come here, babe.
let's look at it. Let's look at
Nadia,
it from
I'm a kneel. Nadia, I'm about to kneel. Nadia, you heard me? But you understand? I'm gonna put it like this. You heard me? It's transferring the energy from you and inviting her into your vulnerable. What's up, baby? You understand? I
this
ain't kneel the
dude.
first time. And all right, go ahead. But anyway,
And that's what happens.
But see, American
Exactly.
women, Daddy. You saw that? That is an American woman. That is an American. Because
you said, well, anyways, and hop your black ass up.
Nah,
Get him, Yanni.
from New Orleans. They different down here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's real different. I can't explain it right now because my life in danger. But when I can, I will. It's different down here. But 11 years later, I'm like, it's like you being comfortable as a man, and like you know how people like, I'm getting in touch with my family. Ain't none of that over here. It ain't none of that. I make myself vulnerable for you, but your brother better not play with me. Like something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but when we look at it, when you look at it from a biblical perspective, again, the word says that we are to bow to no one or nothing, to not make an idol out of anything or anyone, because to do so is idol worship. And
But
when we look,
is it like I'm bowing to her on that level? Or is it like I'm trying to like it's what you make it, right?
you may not look at it like it's bowing to her on that level, but regardless of how man looks at it, once
Because I
you
don't worship
bow,
her head too big.
once you bow to something, you have made it an idol out. You made an idol out of it. No matter if it's one time or a million times.
A million times.
It's just
That's
like
right.
But I don't have no
why
idol.
do you think you see so many people now denouncing their membership in these sororities and fraternities? Because they have realized that in those ceremonies to join those fraternities and sororities, that they bow to certain gods that they shouldn't have bowed to, because those are Greek organizations. They
But this
were
different
bowing
though.
to.
But this is so would you look at marriage as a fraternity? Would
Marriage is not a fraternity, it is a God created covenant. And because God created it, he sets the rules. When God created marriage, he created Adam, he put Adam to sleep, he pulled a rib from Adam, and he brought that woman to Adam. And that was the first marriage. There was no bowing there.
Right.
And they talk about the tradition part of this. People might not even know what they're doing because they just used to seeing tradition.
but it's
According
only
to
an
what it says,
idol if you worship it,
this
right?
came from medieval times. The quick little research that I did, this came from medieval times at the time, and it was because the knights would bow before the princes or princes
Before the princes and the
and the
kings.
kings. The knights
Yep.
would. If you look at Caligula, Isn't that the name of that movie? You remember Caligula when when they show the all the traditions, all of the ancient stuff that they did in the fighting and all of that. Caligula, that's what I mean. And you see a lot of the knights that bow down before royalty.
Yeah, when they put with the sword.
Yeah.
Well, in
Yep.
England, when they are made a sir, they have the sword to do like this, but they bow down before royalty and deity. This is what OG is saying. God is a deity, God, and they are bound down order for
The supreme deity.
Right. And I'm not disagreeing
but
with
it
that.
came from medieval times, so people might not
Right.
even know why they doing
Because
it.
Exactly.
when you look at it
I don't
from
disagree to that, but that's what they
now, think
used
about
for.
it.
That was they
Think about it.
made it out of some other stuff. Like
And
that's why
when you look at it from a Black or an African perspective, we jump brooms. We
Yeah.
didn't bow. Your wife was chosen for you
We
by
jump
your
the
parents.
brooms at the wedding, but
Yeah, your wife was
that's after being
chosen for
engaged.
you. Your wife was chosen for you by your parents, according to whatever tribes that you all coexisted with. And when you all became of age and got married, there was no bowing. That was already set in place by the parents that you two were gonna get married. So when you became of age, they had a ceremony and there was the jumping the broom. And that was that.
And from
but this is what I'm saying. Like, ain't it only that if you do it for that reason? Like when they bow and for like with the night thing, right? They bowed for that. You see what I'm saying? And then like with OG talking about, they did that for that. Like it's all in the purpose and the reason behind what you doing something on. If you don't have no malice or no hate or no wrong intention in your heart when you do something, then it's not wrong.
Right. And it's not wrong, but if you're going to do it, if however that you ask your future fiance or bride,
Right.
but
right. Wait. Before you say that, let me ask this. Is it a right or wrong way to ask your partner in marriage?
And again, I think it needs to be on the two individuals and how they rolling and how they flowing.
Namdi, I think you need to wait till y'all in the middle of love making and say, baby, will you marry me? You ain't gonna
Stop. You know what? Yes.
Lord. But what you think, man?
I don't think it's no wrong way.
So since we're talking about this, I want to ask question. I forget your name. Is that HN or MN?
Who are you talking to? Which one are you talking to?
I can't see names, but what I'm seeing here is like MN something.
MN. No, you got your glasses. You need my glasses. I don't need no
Oh
glasses.
no,
Where they at the
But
that's
the
just
one
the
question I want
series,
to
eh?
ask is: do you have to love a woman before getting married, or or you can marry and grow love?
Some people say you could grow to love them.
Why would you marry a woman that you don't like? You see what I'm saying?
They might have some money and they might be trying to get somewhere.
But don't try to define love first and foremost, because you might be going in it in the way that you experience love or your upbringing or your culture don't mean that it's love. Love has to be tested and tried.
Right.
So
Over time.
if we have never really been together to be tested and tried, then is it love? So
Right.
let's love on the basis of the beginning. Let's say that, because love is going to be tested and tried
Over time.
right.
Over time.
Stand
You
the
will
test
know
of
when it's
time.
real love, because you in that thing for real. You understand me?
Mhm.
Right.
So
Love
now,
gonna stand that test of time.
Nani, do you think it's a right or wrong way to propose to a woman? Well, clearly you think getting on one knee is the wrong way.
Yes.
But
Yes. So yeah.
but is there a right or wrong way?
Other than getting on your nail, I don't think is. I think other way you propose is good. Like if you, it don't matter if you're sitting talking face to face. It don't matter if you're on the bed. you propose, but just once you get on your knee, I don't support that. It's
So
And
you
see,
bad.
look, we
so
we
you
we
But
also
but
we also have
and if it's
to
love, she shouldn't want you to do something that you don't want to do. Cause
now
that's
also
like now when that's like some on some submission stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like she know you don't want to do it, but she don't want to do it unless you do it. Now that, in my opinion, that's trying to make you submit. You see what I'm saying? But like just doing it, I don't know. I ain't do it, but I
we
don't
also
know.
have to
It's I
take
guess
into
it's
consideration.
preference, huh? It's like a what you believe in, right?
I would say it's by preference, to each his own. But at the same time, I'm not saying how a person goes about asking their significant other to marry them. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You do what you want. I'm simply looking at it from the perspective of what God says. And God says if we bow to anything or anyone but Him, it's idol worship. The Bible also says for us to be careful not to fall into the traditions, customs, and philosophies of man.
So
And
then
that
it's
is
not
a,
preference, then it's the right and the wrong way, right?
But it's
according to the
earthly
Bible,
way
yes.
and a
Right.
spiritual way. How about that? An
And-
earthly way and a spiritual way.
So
right.
that's right and wrong.
And the
so
two
now
and
oh
the two are different. So if you're looking at it from the spiritual perspective, it is something that we are not supposed to be doing. It's out of order.
Right.
But
so
and
now
that's
this.
good that you brought that up, OG, because a lot of people, like you say, they're getting away from the Bible or they didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Mhm.
didn't even look at it like that. You see what I'm saying?
Neither did I.
Because I'm
I
like,
feel I feel like most of the things we do, I'm not trying to be racist, but most of the things we do as we black people, I think we follow behind what the white man initiated to us.
you can
Because
say,
we
hey, look, you can say what you want on here, be
Yeah,
comfortable.
because
You know what I'm saying?
we as a black people, we have a tradition, and if we're the oldest people on the planet, I think we have tradition, but we have, even though we're not supposed to dwell on the tradition, but we abandon most of the things that we're supposed to be doing and just following the trend on what's going on, and we're not supposed to do that. Just
Right.
like
That's
my
right
brother
too.
was talking
That's right.
about the how Adam and Eve were created. If you look at it, you see that they're not in love. They don't know each other, but they just put them together. They grow and stuff. So you don't really have to like somebody, be in love with somebody. But the most important thing to me is you find that person attractive, you like the person, and then get to know each other. In time, that love might grow, and if you don't grow, you'll fall apart, and then that is it. So, but you
So
So
you
can
now
just
let
actually
me
you
ask you
can
this,
actually
Nani.
marry somebody, and then after marrying the person, you guys start developing and tolerating, and then get to know each other more, and then grow from there. So you don't have to really be in love with nobody and all that stuff.
Let me ask you this, Nadi, right? And y'all have to answer this, right? Is that a deal breaker? Not let's not say your girl, right? But if any woman expects you to get down one knee and do it the traditional way, let's not say your girl. Let's not say. And like I said, you can opt out of the question. You hear me? You can opt out of the question. But just for women in general, right? If a woman expects you to get down on one knee, right? Is that a deal breaker, Nadi?
Um,
Anytime you show
it's not.
clitoris,
It's not. I mean, like it's not because I cannot prove. I cannot stop what any woman can say or want, but I have control of what I will allow or what I will do.
right.
Right.
boom.
Right, that's correct. But right, if that's let's be just speaking in general, not with your old lady, not with your girl, right? In general, if a woman expected you to get on one knee, would that deter you from asking?
I would just be like, no, I'm not doing it.
Right.
So it's a deal breaker.
It's going
It's
to
a
be
deal
how she.
breaker.
It's going to be how she took it when I refuse, because I'm going to refuse. I would say it in her face, I'm not doing it.
Just let God order your footsteps. When you get ready to propose to somebody, let God order your footsteps. You'll do it the right way. You can't go wrong.
Nope. And I'm glad she said that, because when we look at
He here on mute talking. I'm sorry, OG.
say again,
He was still
We
talking.
can't hear you, Natty.
I don't know if he went on mute.
I think he got a
oh,
call. I think he got a call.
You got a call. I'm sorry, OG.
Can you hear us?
oh,
You can hear us, right, Natty?
no, he can't hear.
That's the only thing about them calls, bro. I'm gonna say that's the only thing about this platform. If a call comes, it's either gonna be all right or it's gonna mess up. You hear me?
So they done knock him out of it.
Yeah.
He gonna tap out and come tap back in. You hear me? But until he do, I got this video right here. You hear me?
Okay.
White men wait to propose. Anyone did white men go down on one knee to propose to their would-be brides?
Wait. So what y'all said it was before they said where they said it's from? Where you said it was from, Miss Reggie?
Medieval times.
All right.
Long before globalization and modernization, marriages were hardly done for love. Marriage proposals were conducted like business transactions between two families that finally reached an agreement. This was because marriage was seen as a financial and legal commitment rather than a romantic partnership. For instance, in the medieval period, women didn't have the privilege of choosing their partner, and most times
That's what I said, my diver. She says medieval.
marriages back then were like political arrangements handled by the parents of both parties, with the bride's family paying the dowry. Likewise, in the Victorian era, the wife was saddled with the responsibility of presenting a generous dowry, after which the finances of the marriage were openly discussed. Before a prenuptial agreement was reached, marriages during this era were conducted based on status and power, and people only married within their class. So where did the idea of marrying come from? The idea of marrying to propose came later on as an imitation of a medieval tradition of chivalry in knighthood. A knight in the medieval period took a leading position to portray either of two values, his piety and reverence for God, or when he defied to royalty by kneeling. Part of the ritual of a religious knighthood ceremony in the Middle Ages was for the soon-to-be knight to kneel before a chapel altar with a sword placed on it. The knight would then kneel before a lord or a king, showing submission and reverence. When a knight kneels before royalty, he is proclaiming his loyalty and dedication to serving and honoring the country. Therefore, the gesture of getting down on one knee in the medieval period has been connected to submission, deference, respect, and a posture of prayer. As the world evolved, proposing on bended knee became a romantic gesture, done as a show of respect, honor, commitment, and loyalty to a future bride. Nowadays, many women find it appealing for romantic proposals.
There you go.
As the message behind the gesture reads, I am offering myself wholeheartedly to you without reservation.
I'm sorry, guys.
I am committed to elevating
No problem.
I got a
No
call.
problem. You good? You all right?
I hereby give you the honor of determining the cause of our union. The city then goes ahead to pop the big question. Will you marry me? At this moment, the woman is expected to have been swept off her feet, hands restraining her mouth from screaming in overwhelming excitement, tears probably running down her cheeks, and of course answering in the affirmative. So next time you witness a man going down on one knee to propose, or you happen to be the lucky woman being proposed to, or the young knight on bended knees, know the truth behind that powerful popular phenomenon. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and feel.
Namdi, I don't know if you heard me before you got up, but I was saying, whenever that time come in your life that you want to propose to somebody, allow God to order your footsteps and give it to Him, and you can't go wrong.
Yep.
So
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna start with you, OG, because I'm
All right.
I just want to ask one question. What do you think about women asking men's hands in marriage? Namdi.
I think. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. OG, that's fine.
I don't think in this new generation, I guess it's okay, but I don't think it's right.
Me either. You to me, you look like less than a man
Right.
Yeah,
to
I will
allow
not
a
train my
woman
daughter to go and
to
propose
to
them.
to allow a woman to ask you to marry her. To me, you playing games. If a woman has to ask a man to marry him, Lord have mercy, that Negro don't want to be with. Excuse me, y'all.
OG, let me start with
Hold
you.
on.
I'm a
I
That's the
forgot.
passion. That's the
OG.
passion.
OG. I'm gonna start
Uh,
with you, and then mind you, and then Natty, then Miss Reggie. OG. If a woman says no, right, is that the end of the relationship?
yes,
Why or why not?
because you can't violate that. I mean, if she says no in that moment, just based off of experience personally, it's not good to push. If she wants to rehash the situation after she's calmed down and her thinking is more rational and more logic versus emotional, then you take it there. But in that moment, if she says she done, it's over with, no, leave her be.
No, she didn't say it's over with. She just said no to you to the proposal. She didn't say that the relationship.
Oh,
I'm saying in for the man, in the man's point of view. If you propose to a woman and she says no, is the relationship over?
for me, yeah, it's
Yeah,
done. That's a
like they're on a rail. Like I go upside your head.
That's the second time you just said that. No, you're not.
So, man, what you say, man?
I would say like this here. If because I said no before, so it didn't mean my relationship was over at that point in time. But a little while later, I got an ultimatum. We can't be doing this like this here. And I said yeah. So I gave in it. When I knew I was gonna lose my husband.
That's what's up. What about you, Miss Reggie?
If a woman says no, and from my perspective, then the relationship is over. Where you growing? Where are you growing to? I mean, at that point, she didn't chopped off the growth as far as I'm concerned. If it was me, I wouldn't. Were you going to stay the same? I just don't see it advancing in any way.
What you say, Nadi?
Yeah, man. If we've been dating and then I propose, you say no. First of all, I want to. I mean, that it's hurtful stuff to like say no, like because the person that trying to propose with the happiness and everything, hoping and that you guys are about to tie the knot and you turn it down. Like, first of all, he's gonna mess his brain up, and then now he's like, why are you saying no? Like to me, I think I walk away from the relationship.
She might have a good reason why she said no.
I was just about to say she gotta have
but
a
I
see,
mean,
good
yeah,
reason
that's
why.
why I
okay,
said I would know.
She
here's
may
the
have a good
I
thing.
was
reason
trying to
why she
know why
said
is that
no.
Yeah.
something I'm not doing.
Because
Okay,
if she
now
said
let me
like,
ask you this, sis. On that note, on that statement right there, let me ask you this, sis.
uh-oh.
If there's a reason why she said no, why has she not yet voiced that issue? Why is it so underlying in secret that you have not brought it to the table? If it is bothering you to the point that when I propose, that issue makes you say no. That is an issue that should have been brought up long before we even got to a proposal.
And it could
Well,
have been
you never
it
know,
could have
OG,
been brought
because
up. It,
you never know because it could be she
she,
waiting on her parents to like timing. The timing may be off. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
Or
I
one of her
I
family
could
members
accept
may
that.
be in jail or something, and she want them at the like. That's why I say it's
don't answer
gotta
my
be.
question. Don't answer my question, son. You ain't sis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
But
sorry.
but to
I'm
me,
I don't think.
but to me, that's two different things. To me, that's two different things. You can still propose. You're not getting married right away. So
Right.
having a proposal is one thing,
Now that's
but
real.
to waiting
Yeah,
on everybody
yeah,
else, you can
yeah.
be engaged for years.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
I was
right.
about to. That's what
Yeah.
I'm about to say. Like, he don't have any reason to reject proposal. He suppose
Right.
accept
Yeah.
the proposal, and
I
then
agree.
if the person is pushing for marriage and you think you're not right for marriage right now, you will say, okay, let's give you the time. Let's work on this and that. But accept the
Right.
But once you turn it down, it's just like you don't even see me in your life. So there's no point pushing it.
let me tell the truth about it. It's not so many. I'm talking from a woman's perspective. Uh, if it's real, a woman only gonna get maybe one proposal in her lifetime, a real one. You understand me? She turned that one down, and she's been waiting on when she's 21, 22, 31, 41. When is the next one gonna come? So let's keep it real. We don't get proposals all the time. And that's for sure.
Kneeling down to propose to a woman is simping 101. Why you gotta do that shit? Why do you as a man have to kneel down to beg another human being to accept? If you do, then keep doing it. It's a Western construct. Kneeling down to beg another human being. The only time a man should kneel down is if or when he's talking to the Most High, not when he's begging a woman to accept a ring you bought with your own money. And that's why these women end up treating you like slaves. Because kneeling down is servitude.
No.
You're actually subordinating yourself. You're putting yourself in a position of a slave. You're treating her as a celebrity, so she's going to forever treat you as a fan. Treating her as a princess, so she's going to forever treat you like a peasant. Wow. Don't do that shit. Don't kneel down to propose to a woman. Relationship is for two. If she has to be begged to accept you, then she's not into it. She should be so into it that you don't even have to ask. It's natural. Don't do that shit. You're simping 101.
Don't do that. All right. I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like it's like not women gonna do what you allow them to do. You know me.
Same with men.
You know me. Look at mine. Look at
Same with
Come
men.
on, Miss Dorothy. Come on with it.
But I'm saying, you know me. I ain't having none of the funny bunny stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to handle me. You ain't about to talk to me crazy. You ain't, your brother don't scare me. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So you're not about to treat me no any way. That's them simps that, all right, you been nailed down now, I'm about to treat you. No, not me. I'm up now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there no more.
You know, in
what
some
I'm saying? But people gonna do what you allow them to do. If you allow a woman to, like Mama said, like Ma said, men too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Men gonna do you, especially in the streets. You know what I'm saying? If you allow one of these dudes to laboy you, he gonna laboy you every time he see you. That's just like if you allow a woman to handle you, she gonna handle. I ain't having neither of the two.
Well, let me just say this too, and spiritually and earthly, in the Black culture as well. When a man proposes to a woman, patrols her, takes her off the market, he off the market. Those times traditionally back as far as I can remember, I'm talking about my own family, the stories that I've heard, that time that they're being engaged while she's preparing a year now, 2 years from now for the wedding, he's on the backside preparing a place for them to stay.
Providing.
He is preparing a place to stay.
He's
He is
building.
getting the money together.
He's building.
Right.
Right.
So
He's
it's not like
building.
it's just the woman spending the money. He is preparing to where the night he says I do, where he's taking his bride. And it
He's
ain't
building.
supposed to be his mama's house. I'm just gonna say
Amen.
that.
Amen.
But I agree with Nadi though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you say no, you know what I'm saying, it's over. Because like he said, you don't have to say no. We can still be engaged. I will wait for you. You see what I'm saying? But you flat out saying no, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like now you trying to play now you trying to play me. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
then on the opposite side of that, a woman is waiting on a proposal because y'all been together, y'all grooving, and there's no proposal. Then what?
A
But
pair of
at the
earrings. She go
same
pair of
time,
earrings. She looking for a ring. Here comes some earrings.
but I'm gonna tell
That goes back to what Peanut was saying
but I'm gonna
earlier,
tell you
though.
like this, right?
It
Like
depends
with
on the
Nadia
two
and what you said
individuals
that a
because
woman
not
proposing is
everybody.
wrong, right? But if that woman ready, right, then why not ask? You see what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to
It
say.
ain't like that's
That
a
depends on the
standard.
two
Oh
people.
no, we got this understood that she gonna ask me a woo woo. But it's like if a woman just walk up to you and be like, look, you wanna get married or will you marry me or something like that, I can't help that if she's lost in the sauce. Yeah, huh, bitch? You lost in the sauce, huh? Huh? She lost. I can't help she lost in the sauce. That's not my fault.
Lord, help us,
I just
Jesus.
provide the sauce. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't on me what the sauce do, huh, babe? Because she lost in the sauce for 11 years now. And she ain't going nowhere. So, I'm saying, you lost in the
You
sauce, huh?
lost in the sauce too.
We
Tell
dated
me.
for a year,
Tell
we
me.
got married, so I'm not entertaining.
You
But I
lost in
knew
the
her
sauce.
since she was 15, right? But when we
Go to
first
the-
met, she talked about she was scared of me or whatever that
No,
means.
no. Let's tell the truth. Your ass was bad
Check
into other shit, and it wasn't popping.
See, we gonna define bad.
Boom.
Just because you're not good, you're not bad. You see what I'm saying?
What you was doing? Was it good? Was it lawful?
Nah, this black on black crime right
Yeah,
here. Anyway, we about to get back to the man. We about to
Now
get
they
back
don't
to
let
the
them
subject
confuse
at
you.
hand. You dig? But
Namde,
so
this is what you got to look in store for, bro. This is
nah,
what
she
you got to
nah,
look
they,
in
nah, I'm
store
gonna tell
for.
you. She from New Orleans. She from out the dog. They built different down here, dog. Like,
Coming to
that's all I can say.
America.
Like, yeah, they just built different. Like, you know, like that's not normal. That's not a normal American. Like, you know, it's something in the water down here. It's in the crawfish or something, though. Like, you know, but she lost in the sauce. She lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? She been lost in the sauce for a minute. You understand? She can sit up there and try and rep in front of all these people, but she been lost in the sauce, the season, and
That boy saying something to crawfish.
Okay, if you don't
Nah.
She in that pot of gumbo.
Namde,
Yeah,
if
she
you
like
don't
Yeah.
plan
that
on
and the
bending
red
down,
beans, man.
if you
She
don't
lost
plan
in the
on bending
sauce.
down on one knee, then are you gonna put it on a billboard? You're gonna have her face on Times Square. You're gonna what are you gonna? Oh, you can't say because she there.
I mean, no, not really, but it just may we might just it don't have to be on the big body. We might just sit on the couch watching TV. I just pull it
I'm
out.
about to say, now they're gonna be like just
I
like
mean,
that. Like you
because she's
sitting right
supposed to be
there.
unaware, right? She's not supposed to know about it. So it's just gonna be like maybe we're watching a movie or we just go grab ice cream, just sit on the chair looking at each other. I just introduce it, but it's very simple and easy.
Stick the ring in the ice cream cone.
She might eat it. You ain't saw the videos on YouTube where they eat it, when they do that. Man, it's like a 30-minute clip. I'm gonna say a 30-minute thing with clips of people putting the ring in ice cream and the people eating it. How long y'all been together, Nadi?
It's about 3 years.
Okay, all right. That's what's up.
She got 2 more years.
I don't know, Nadi. It's getting about that time. I don't know, Nadi. You know what I'm saying? But see, you can propose just like that, Nadi. Like, look, girl. You know you love me. You know I love you. Yes, man.
You know what?
Don't
He could
play with
propose on the podcast and say, "Look at the replay." Bam.
That's what I'm saying. Don't play with me.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm no pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
Nah, then tell her just go call the pastor and get everything arranged. I'm gonna be there. Just tell me what time to be there. I'm gonna be there. Understand? That's how you do it now. But all right, it's an hour and 10 minutes. You heard me? So I'm gonna get everybody last, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, I have a question. I got a question I want to ask him before we go. Namdi, in our culture down here in the city, we look a man in the eye when we talking to him. We look him straight in the eye. So why is it disrespectful in Nigeria to look a person straight in the eye?
The way how I was trained, just like when my if I did something wrong and then my parents they're talking to me and stuff, I think if you're looking in their eyes, they don't think. I don't know why, but I think we find it disrespectful. Like you're supposed to feel some kind of guilty, not just looking at them like what are they saying? Like that eye look like challenging, like you don't really care, but it's just they expect you to lose some kind of
shame,
acknowledgement, not shame, not just looking at
shame.
them. So
shit.
yeah.
Better look my dad.
So me growing up, if
we
my
look
mom and my
straight
dad
in the eye in a firm handshake.
We get in trouble for that. Like you don't look
Yeah,
at
see, over here in America, if
Look
you
at me
don't
when
look
I'm
at
talking to
sign
you.
of weakness.
that's a sign of weakness. And if you didn't look your parents in the eye when they were talking to you, they thought you ignoring me, and you got back your head.
Exactly.
You gotta show them. You paying attention down here.
Right.
Now, you got to you can't just pay attention. You got to say I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different here. How you all see it is different. We don't see it.
Yeah, it's different.
If I'm talking to my son, if I'm
disrespectful.
talking to my son, I know he's paying attention, but he don't gotta keep just looking at my face. We understand it differently,
Right.
Just
right.
I mean,
it's just different. Like me, like you gotta look me in my eyes, cause I don't know. That's just like a man. That's what we taught. Like down here, like in New Orleans, if somebody look at you and you turn your face, like you lame, like you living like that, like you
look a man straight in the eye, you give him a firm handshake.
Got to like, man, what you walk up to a nigga nodded like, what you looking at, dog?
I mean, it's just to your parents, to us, it's to the parents. It's not just everybody out there,
right?
But mostly when we do some, our parents talking, we're not looking at them in their face. But that doesn't mean that when we go out, we got to be the same way to everybody. Just the respect. To us, it's the respect we give the parents. Because if we're looking at them directly, it's like we don't, to us, we're not respecting them. We acting like we don't care about what they're saying. So, which is different here.
See, that's what our parents think if you look away. Like you being disrespectful and you don't care about, like that could get you like picked up off the floor.
Looking away, acting nonchalant, and then looking away. Your parents can see when you're guilty, even when you're not looking at them. It shows on the body. Your body reading will tell. Even you can be looking at your face and not paying attention to what you're saying. You get what I'm saying?
In America,
I can be looking at your face while you're talking, looking at your eyes and not hearing what you're saying.
Well, see, over here it's different. Your parents really ain't caring if you guilty or not. If they talking to you best be paying attention.
Right.
And right now, people look at me in my face, they can easily lie. I don't believe. I'm just telling you, look at me in my eyes.
Yeah, nowadays,
trust you. It don't make me anything with you.
Not today, no.
Like that, because
not today, no, because those morals are gone.
Right.
Just
you
like
talked about that earlier.
Straight in my face,
Yep.
it doesn't make any difference to me.
But, we can't do that now, Reggie, because those morals are gone. We were speaking on that earlier, me and Nut. Those morals are gone now. An elder can't be speaking and a youngster interrupt and an elder look at them and they shut up.
Right. Right.
You don't get that kind of respect anymore. Though that's gone now.
Yeah, that's how it was trained. You do something, your mama look at you, you already know what she's saying.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put yourself together. She don't have to open her mouth and say nothing. I do that to
Nothing.
my son. Once I look at him, he knows that I'm telling him to stop. He don't want me to get up.
I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
but all of us were raised different though. We come
I don't
from that
talk.
type of. We come from that era.
I don't talk. You already know what you're not supposed to do. If you
That's it.
do it, it's on. It's up there already. I'm
It's
covered,
up.
and it's not nothing. I don't want to talk. You know better, and it's action.
Well,
Yep.
even when they're grown, our son is 30 something years old, but he grown. But my husband still has to put him in check and say, dude, you listening to the way you talking, your mother is present. And he'd be like, oh, because that's how he talked to his friends. You understand what I'm saying? And my husband still put him in check and be like, dude,
Mhm.
Yeah. So, OG, what's your last words on this topic right here, the nailing? I like your take though, and you know what? That all goes to having knowledge of self and where stuff started from, what your
Yes.
culture started from,
Hmm.
what you believe in started from. You know what I'm saying? That all goes into knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? And I learned something today. I ain't know that was from medieval times. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I didn't got on one knee. She probably thinking something. I probably gotta go upside the side. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna say. I'm with that. Say. Say, you heard? But OG, what you got to say, OG? Oh, go ahead,
Um,
man. Tell me.
I've been saying for a very long time now, and I'll keep saying it, that we as a people need to be unlearned and retaught. We need to be unlearned and retaught Bible, and really we need to be unlearned and retaught just life skills, period. Because we have been indoctrinated with a Western European system, a Western European construct that has never understood Black people because they are not Black, never wanted to understand Black people because that was not the agenda. And now, with all of this information at our fingertips, we have no excuse not to put ourselves back in the position that our elders were. They left a they left the blueprint. And what we need to understand is that during those times of our elders' heyday in the 20s and 30s and 40s, the Black Wall Streets that were all over Black America, those were self generated Black communities that built that type of wealth. They were entrepreneurs, they were doctors, they were lawyers, they were educators, you name it, they were it, they had it, they built it all from the ground up. Keep in mind that they did so during a time where our skin color made us illegal to even be breathing. We could not go into white America to do nothing, get educated, spend money, do nothing. If we done it then, with laws set against us across the board, we can darn sure do it now with the little bit of liberty we have. There is no excuse. It's time out for the lollygagging and the talking. Educate yourself. Let's unify and do whatever we have to do, bro.
And we will get on. We will. We got a couple of topics to touch on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all platform. You know what I'm saying? Natty, I enjoyed your time. You heard me. You 10, you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Like y'all just be doing y'all
just
thing.
one more thing. After you propose, come back on the show and tell us how you did it.
I sure will. I sure will.
Where can we find you at on social media, Namdi?
My Facebook name is I mean, I can type it here, right?
In the chat?
Yeah, type it to us, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't released this yet. Somewhere on my Wi-Fi. So
Well, can he put it in our chat that we be talking on?
Facebook chat.
The private chat?
Yeah.
Facebook chat.
Yeah.
Put it in our chat for us.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. What's your final take on the topic? You hear me?
My take is follow God and not man. Namdi, be firm and stand up. Just stand.
What's your take, Miss Reggie?
Hey, I pray that everybody find the one that's for them and that they say yes to that one and live happily ever after.
Go ahead, Natty. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry.
He got a call. He must have got a call. He must have got a call. He out.
Well, I'm get my take, you hear me? It's just like you say, Miss Reggie, you know what I'm saying? It ain't how you do it, it's you finding somebody that you even want to spend the rest of your life with, you hear me? And that's where you start. Like, don't get into the worldly stuff like kneeling on one knee or hold on, here you go. Oh no, he's still on?
You know?
He must have went to Facebook and
yeah.
Oh, he
yeah,
probably
you know
did.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
That's
probably
what I'm
did.
saying. Y'all can leave out, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Gonna mess up. But what I was saying was, don't get into the worldly stuff like where somebody take you to eat or
Right.
get down on one knee. Just finding somebody that you will even want to spend another day with, because people aggravate these days. You know what I'm saying? Like one day they love you and one day they hate you. You know what I'm saying? So just finding somebody that you could go through life with and make it easy, a little bit easy. You know what I'm saying? That's what the special part is. It's not about how they do it or what they do it or how big the ring is or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, me and my wife ain't had no big wedding, and our first rings, to keep it real, my mama brought them. You know what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying? I was just coming home out of jail and trying to do something right. You know what I'm saying? And she was with it. You know what I'm saying? So our first, now I got to let rock the second time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But my first ring, my mama brought my ring and her ring. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the first one to get married.
Regardless of the ring, is for better or worse.
Right. Better
or sick or poor. I mean, for sick health.
People could do bad all on their own. You know what I'm saying? So finding somebody that won't go half on your bad, that's good. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So this y'all so y'all got to take us out.
Go ahead, Rich.
All right. Well, thank you for another dope segment.
Wait. We ain't start off in prayer. So we got to end with it.
All right. Well, that's after she closes us out.
All right, my bad. This your show.
Thank you for being with us on the 24/7 grind with another dope segment. We were talking about, should you bend down on one knee to propose? This has been an hour with the elders, where we bridge the gap of information, experience, and wisdom, dropping gems and jewels for those who are committed to making a difference in their communities.
And once again, we want to give God all praises and blessings for allowing us to see another week. We pray that we have shared something that has been enlightening as well as insightful to all who have been listening. And we thank you all for your support. May God bless and be with you all until next week this time. See y'all later.